Imagine you just lost everything you spent the last 6 months building. A partner walks out on you. A client fires you. A project you poured your soul into crashes overnight. What does the average person do? They log onto social media to post a cryptic status. They call a friend to vent. They slam doors. They curse the universe. And they let everyone around them know they are hurting. They leak their pain to anyone willing to listen. But then, there is a different kind of person. When the storm hits them, something unsettling happens. They don't yell. They don't complain. They don't seek sympathy. Instead, they respond with an absolute, deafening silence. To the outside world, it looks like defeat. But to those who understand human nature, it is terrifying. Because the most dangerous person in the room is not the one making the most noise. It is the one who can absorb a devastating blow, sit in silence, and immediately start planning their next move. Today, we are exploring the ultimate competitive edge in a noisy world. The silent advantage. We live in a culture that treats venting as a virtue. We are told that if we don't speak our frustrations immediately, we are breaking. But Stoicism teaches us a completely different truth. Complaining is not a release valve. It is a leak. Every time you complain about a setback, you are bleeding out your mental energy. You are taking the raw power required to fix your problem. And you are wasting it on words that change absolutely nothing. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote in his journals, Asterisk, to feel grief or anger at what happens is to revolt against nature. Asterisk. When you cry out, why is this happening to me? You are handing your power over to the obstacle. You are declaring that the event has conquered your mind. But when you choose silence, you build a pressure cooker inside your soul. You take that anger, that disappointment, that burning sense of unfairness, and instead of letting it escape through your mouth, you trap it. You force that emotional energy downward, converting it into raw, highly concentrated fuel for your execution. Winners don't avoid pain. They just don't waste it on an audience. How do we build this quiet discipline? It starts with a simple framework, the 24-hour rule. The next time you face a major setback, an insult, a financial loss, a betrayal, impose a strict vow of absolute silence for 24 hours. You are forbidden from texting a friend about it. You are forbidden from posting about it. You are forbidden from reacting to the person who caused it during these 24 hours. Your ego will scream at you to defend yourself or seek comfort. Defy it by forcing a buffer between the event and your response. You allow the emotional dust to settle. You'll find that after 24 hours of silence, the urge to complain almost entirely evaporates, replaced by clarity. Choosing silence externally does not mean suppressing your emotions internally. True Stoic resilience is about processing, not burying. Instead of venting to the world, vent to yourself. Use journaling as your laboratory. Write down the brutal truth of what happened. Strip away the emotion and look at the facts. Ask yourself, what part of this was in my control? What part was not? When you speak your problems out loud to others, you amplify them. When you write them down alone, you downsize them. You realize that the monster in your head is just a shadow on the wall. The final step is the hardest, but it is what separates the wishes from the builders, the pivot. The second your internal processing is complete, you must ruthlessly shift your internal monologue. You stop asking, asterisk, why did this happen? Asterisk, and you ask, asterisk, what is the absolute best next move? The average person stays stuck in the why phase for months, replaying the scenario, looking for closure. The Stoic looks for execution. Silence gives you the focus required to see the battlefield clearly. The obstacle isn't a dead end. It's just the new terrain you have to navigate. There is a profound beauty in a life built in silence. It creates an aura of absolute unpredictability. When your enemies or your competitors strike you, they expect a reaction. They want to see you bleed. They want to hear you complain. when you give them nothing but a quiet, steady gaze, they realize they have miscalculated. They realize they are dealing with someone who cannot be broken by circumstances. Do not seek a life free of hardship. Seek the grit required to endure it, without a word of complaint. Let them have the noise. Let them have the attention. You have the work. You have the discipline. Suffer in silence, process in isolation, and let your ultimate success make the noise for you. Stop complaining. Start building.